Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. It's Crypto Jack coming to you live today for the latest market update. Bitcoin overnight, of course, saw a bit of a tumble and a bounce. We are currently trading above 18,000. All eyes are on the King of Crypto to see what comes next. Is this just a test at the bottom of the channel, or are we indeed about to see an extended correction? Of course, to discuss all this and more, we got two of our analysts with us today. We got Jason and Alex with us. What are you guys doing?
Hump day. How's everyone doing on Wednesday? Hope you guys are following along with us all week.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Doing very well.
I think everybody's
Good.
doing
I'm glad
okay.
to hear that.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. It's a Wednesday hump day, so we're gonna keep it casual. Also, I'm gonna mention a couple things here. One is that today Restream isn't functioning, so unfortunately today's show will not be getting broadcasted D Live or Facebook or any of the usual. So apologies to anybody missing out. You will have to probably navigate your way over to the YouTube stream to catch us for today. Beyond that, what else did I want to mention? Something was on my mind, and that was
Jason made cinnamon rolls.
Jason made cinnamon rolls. Very holiday-like atmosphere in the house with the cinnamon in the air.
In his house. We're not all in the same house. I can't smell them, but I assume they smell great.
They smell fantastic. Pillsbury does a wonderful job of packaging them.
Wonderful.
Hey, you cooked them, man.
I know. I did the work.
Yeah.
In 2020, that's something to be proud of.
Indeed. Okay.
That's something that always got me about the beer commercials that always brag about how cold their beer is. It's like, I did that. I made the beer cold.
I bought the fridge. You didn't invent the fridge.
It's like that. They're like, it was bottled in the Rockies. What, you think you bottled the cold? That's not how it works.
Have you ever seen The Water Boy? That's real.
It's your story. It's a biopic.
There you have it. All right, so quickly taking a look.
I'll put it on stream mode. Someone keeps messaging me.
Yeah, indeed, turn that on. But yeah, taking a quick look at crypto bubbles, mostly a sea of red today. Got a couple outlier gainers today, and that's going to include the likes of eGold, Loopring. I see RSR has made about a 7% gain, but yes, eGold seems to be the standout winner today with a 13.6% gain. And I see AMPL is probably the biggest alt loser today, about a 14% drop. Not too bad, actually.
Just another rebalancing.
Well, yeah, AMPL is always going to end up trending towards $1. That's the whole point of the rebasing system. You know, if you buy below $1, you're probably going to end up doing pretty well. And if you short it above, I just wouldn't short it. I would just buy it when it's below $1 and then be really patient, and then eventually you'll have something close to a profitable amount. You know, with the rebasing, it's going to go both ways. Over time, it'll probably balance out.
Indeed.
Anyway.
All right.
It's a successful strategy, but I would be.
Indeed, well said. So here, what we're going to look at today, of course, if you're new to the show, here is our general show schedule. We do run about 2 hours, and I just remembered the other item I wanted to mention, which is, of course, our mentorship session returns today. We're going to have to cut the show a little short, so we're not probably going to go to full 2 hours, likely closer to hour 15, hour and a half, in order to make time to move over to the mentorship session with the premium members, who will be hosted by, I think we'll see Alex and Jason there. A few other of the CC team will be on scene to do the mentorship. What else did I? Okay, and of course the show schedule here, like I said, again, cut a little short. We're going to go from the intro to the majors like Bitcoin and Ethereum. We'll touch on alts and Forex in the first hour. By the second hour, of course, we will be getting to the chart requests, the news, and more. Make sure you leave your comments and your requests in the live chat. We will be getting to them as the show goes on. And of course, I think that about covers it for the intro. I am going to move us, and of course, one last thing, and it'll be to highlight the news story for today, which is a bit of a meme at this point that we've been hammering on the show, and that is institutional adoption. This story comes from TrustNodes. The adoption of Bitcoin by institutional investors has begun, says JP Morgan. So JPM is I guess firing the starting shot in this race for the institutions to accumulate Bitcoin, I guess.
It's bound to happen sooner or later.
Mm-hmm. But with that said, I think that covers today's intro, and we're going to move over to the chart scene. This one comes to us courtesy of Alex. Alex, we've got you on screen right now, so feel free to take us through the charts.
Okay. So it's been a really volatile day on lower time frames. So come down here on lower time frames. See, we opened up the day just dropping, had one more leg down, and anybody who rushed into a late short got immediately slapped in the face. And I would classify us as kind of trading sideways in this spot. We've recovered above support of 18K here. We're hovering around 18.4, 18.5. I would imagine there's a little bit more upside here. I would love to see the support retested from below 18.6 area. So you can see we haven't quite retested it yet. On lower time frames, we'll likely trade up here and then reject. It'll just look like a wick on higher time frames, but we could trade in this area for a little bit. If we're gonna drop, I expect more sideways before a hard drop. You know, anybody trying to rush into a short in this area is gonna feel some pain as we head back. You're gonna be tempted to switch positions. As far as the group, we took profit at 18.1 was where our we'll go on lower time frames. Right around here was our take profit on our short, so pretty awesome. Our stop is currently at break even, which is, I believe, 19,267.
19,221, I thought.
19,227. I'm sorry, guys. I just didn't quite remember it correctly. But yeah, so we're pretty far away from our stop, feeling really comfortable in our short right now. I'm telling you guys to hedge up all week, so I'm pretty sure anybody who follows that kind of hedging strategies is already long since up. So for right now, there's not much more to do. I would not rush into a short in this spot. It's a little too late. We don't have another signal here. There's a chance we could wander back up, stay underneath the baseline, and then come back down again, which would, by the way, form that ascending triangle that Jason has been talking about. So that could potentially give us another short signal. For right now, we're not looking for longs as we are below the baseline. Them's the rules, guys. We'll know this.
And my Bitcoin chart, based off of the 13 EMA, which is much more sensitive, today's actually the day to where I need to be watching and sitting on my hands, because I am getting a short signal, but we're getting bought back up to the 13 EMA right now, and it could end up being a baseline bounce that gives me a good signal today, or it gives me, like what Alex is saying, basically indecision candle to where I do nothing, because there is a good chance here that we could go sideways for a little bit longer before we really pick a direction. And we've been saying this for 2 weeks, but we're still here, right? We're still in this range.
I agree with you 100%.
Quickly, just going to highlight a comment here that just came in from Andrew. He says, pretty much out of my short, scalping short from 18,511. Do you think 18,300 is holding well for now? So Andrew saying he just got out of his short, but do you think we're going to hold 18.3?
Well, I mean, on lower time frames, I would say yes, because I mean we're going into backwardation, like Alex said earlier. On lower time frames, we do have the potential here to get up to the probably 6 range. So I mean, saying it's already above that and holding at the moment. So I mean, that's kind of irrelevant, but it matters about what time frame you're talking about.
Indeed, maybe we'll have a little clarification from Andrew, but let's continue, and I will be shouting out a few people in a couple of minutes. Let Alex do a little more speaking first.
Okay. Right now, on Ethereum, this feels like a bounce that I'd like to short into. So we're still above the baseline, and we have an active short signal, and we're just recovering back into the qualifying line. We recovered up in this area. We couldn't take it yesterday just as well.
Yeah, and we talked to, and we did talk about that, which we wanted to be patient on it because we really wanted to short Ethereum and XRP, to be honest with you, which probably would have worked out, but today might give us an even better entry.
Yeah.
So
the only thing that gives me pause on this is Ethereum Bitcoin, which looks outstanding right here.
it does.
This is the Huobi chart. The Binance chart's a little different because folks at home may not know this, as this is not common knowledge, but Huobi candle closes are different. They do their daily candle close at a different time. I guess they're like, we're in China, we're gonna do Chinese candle closes. I don't know what their point is, but their candle closes are different from every other exchange in the world for crypto prices. So you may see your back testing on those be different because it closes at different times and the prices will be different. And also you will get slightly different readings on your charts and stuff like that. But as you can see, it looks really beautiful right here. So this is the thing that gives me pause on an Ethereum short, because Ethereum Bitcoin is looking strong here. I would not be surprised to see it come back up to the 340,000 sats. No, that's 3 million sats. Yes, just 100 million sats in one Bitcoin.
Yeah, I always suck at that.
3 million sats, 3.3 million sats.
All right, going to quickly take this opportunity to shout out everybody who showed up in the chat. I see ANCAP Futures was the first one in here today. Shout outs to ANCAP. Thank you for coming.
Hey, buddy.
Crypto Don Juan in the live chat saying still going down, baby. He's got a couple smileys indicating he's making money. So Crypto Don Juan on the right side of today's dump. Stun Gun saying greetings, everyone. Nice to see Stun Gun. I think he recently joined the premium
yeah,
group.
I think about a month ago.
Yeah, I think Stun Gun's one of our new members, so it's super good to see someone convert from regular live chat user to a full-on premium Kraken crypto member. So shout outs to Stun Gun, of course. York is in the live chat saying hey everybody. York, of course, being a channel supporter, he's got the special green status, so shout outs to York. Damien Hughes, no dislikes yet, he asks. Your haters are asleep today. Yeah, actually, we don't hit
Maybe it's Restream related.
Maybe, because that's funny.
Maybe they get the notification when we go live on DLive, and then they log into YouTube.
Immediately negative.
To thumb us down, because you don't get the notification on YouTube. So even if you're waiting by your phone, being like, oh, as soon as these guys go live, I'm gonna thumb them down, and then you don't get the YouTube notification, so you rely on the DLive
like,
one.
How do the bots know even when we're shadow banned that we're live?
The sad thing about that is there's probably really people out there doing that shit.
Yeah, I mean that, or finally they were on the right side of a trade, So yesterday they took, they thumbed down, but they listened to Alex and they hedged, and then
there you go.
Yeah, and maybe everybody's happy today.
Not everybody's happy, but yesterday they were unpleased for some reason. But let's take a look.
Never mind. We got one. We're good.
York says, hey Alex. David Hughes says, this intro, haha. The vinyl, happy hump day everybody. Peckham08 says, superb intro. First time I've seen that. Yeah, I just created that intro last night. Custom intro for us. Inspired off another graphic. Peckham08, Trump inspired dump following this speech on the vaccine. Yeah, hopefully using the V word doesn't get us shadow banned. Damien Hughes, screw you DLive, we're making lemonade over here. Indeed, bring your lemons from DLive over to YouTube. We're making them here today. Jezza Coin, what's up from Gibraltar? Oh, shoutouts to Jezza from Gibraltar. Very cool. Jonathan Tavalacci just grabbed some cinnamon actually yesterday. Cool, Jonathan. You guys can toast with the cinnabuns in the air between you and
I think
Jason.
that's a cinnamon pun. Get it? And that's also a pun because of cinnamon bun. But you said toast and cinnamon pun.
Oh,
all right.
Okay, sure. AJ says,
it was a very deep joke, you guys. There were multiple layers.
You're clearly on another level.
AJ in the live chat says, my favorite stripper is named Cinnamon. Okay, good one. That's actually a good one. Damien Hughes, coins in the...
yeah,
no? All right, fair enough. Clearly, you guys aren't supporting your local aspiring college students, but okay. Damian Hughes says coins in the swamp don't seem nearly as correlated to Bitcoin as the majors. Jake Rezio, have you guys considered restreaming the audio of the market updates on a podcast? The audio alone still provides great info. I think we do.
I mean, it's kind of weird to not see a chart.
That too, but you know, maybe audio only has some potential, something to think about. The Vinyl says down with XRP, let's put it that way. He says, I will never buy XRP again, I swear, all caps. And yes, so the Vinyl apparently has been burned by XRP, a fresh convert to the anti-Ripple, I guess, army.
Yeah.
Damian Hughes, Jack, my question of the day, when your swamp coin goes 10x, what do you do next? Do you sell 25%, sell half, sell it all, and play for a decent pullback to re-enter? Oh, that's a tough one. Maybe we'll dive into that question a little later, Damian Hughes.
Almost always when you start feeling like, oh my god, this has gone so high, what do I do now? It's time to take profit.
Take profit for sure.
I would take profit. You'll feel comfortable. You don't have to take all the money off the table. Take some of the money off the table. You'll feel more comfortable.
Yep.
And then if price goes down, you don't kick yourself as much. And if price goes up, you can at least feel comfortable in the fact that you made the right decision. You took some risk off the table.
Word.
But you know, that being said, I would make sure that you have a strategy of like, you know, some sort of stop, maybe 2.5 ATR, something you feel comfortable, like very far behind where the action is. But where you know, like, I'll get all the way out if we get below this level, and then you know you're not going to give all of your profits back as you watch it lose like 80% of its value because it just went parabolic.
Indeed.
One little rule that I have for myself is, whenever trading starts to get easy, reduce your risk. Because like it's always like this calm before a storm, like because you'll get into these like grooves of trading to where you're like, oh man, I'm killing it lately, and then you're like, oh okay, so, like as soon as it starts to feel easy, you need to start pulling it back a little bit because you're about to get smacked in the face. That's just how it usually works for me.
Indeed. All right, well said. Again, something to maybe explore even more later in the show, but let's keep going. Got to answer the last few comments before we get into it. The Vinyl has clarified that he's actually T-Dub logged in with a different account. Okay, Mr. T-Dub.
Wow.
My condolences to your
Thank you
Ripple
for the
bags.
extra likes, buddy. Wink, wink.
Jurgen Ernst is in the live chat saying being third in crypto with Pepe is lame. So I guess I'm assuming Jurgen doesn't like Pepe's. B-Flow, you caught me the hater. So B-Flow is actually secretly signing in under different accounts to hit the thumbs down, but we caught him. So we got him, guys.
We got him.
David Rice is here. Hello, David Rice says hello all. Crypto Caveman, sup Yorick, Boris Bitcoin, traditional markets finally correcting, Dixie heading up. I think there's more downside ahead for crypto markets. Indeed, Boris might be correct on that one. Finally, the last couple comments. Jonathan Tavalacci, just cover your spread. Lemon Nugian says, people buy the news and regret soon after. They have zero strategy other than dreaming about money in their head. Ooh, you probably nailed that one, Lemon. This is what we're trying to do here, is trying to give people a more professional approach so they're more confident in their positions.
This is not a get rich quick scheme.
Yeah,
if you're here for that, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, we gotta
No,
follow
if you're
strategy.
here for that, you'll get broke quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we follow strategies here, not like just chasing news. So good statement from Lemon. And T-Dub says 2 thumbs up for you guys. And York, final comment before we get on with it, and that's with the same rhetoric, XRP is institutions and is the future of payment systems because Bitcoin failed, and XRP will hit absurd price target and Bitcoin be left in the dust. Yeah, I guess York is pointing out that like if we're gonna push this institutional. Sorry?
I think so.
Yeah, are we being trolled?
No, I think he's making the point that, you know, if you're going to if you're gonna push the institutional meme with Bitcoin, that, you know, institutions are coming, institutions are gonna adopt it, all of that could apply to XRP. Why can't the same luster rub off onto XRP, right? It's the one that's in bed with the institutions, you know, according to the sales pitch. So it makes, I guess, an okay point, right? David says, WTF, can't find you on my other accounts at all today. Shadow ban. I'm going to check, are we in fact shadow banned? According to David Rice, we might be, but besides that, I've caught up on all the comments. Thank you to everybody here. Let's get into, we're shadow banned. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because I used the vaccine word. Not too sure.
we suck.
Not too sure.
Oh, you said it again. Now we're gonna get double shadow
Yeah,
banned.
and now we have 6 dislikes. What happened?
Oh, there they go.
You said it again. You, Jack.
All right, so.
You that B word.
All right, some more comments pouring in, but we can't dwell too long on the comments. So again, guys, gonna get on with the request or with the analysis, and don't forget, drop your requests during the course of the show. I will be gathering them for the Q&A and requests later. But Alex, let's get back to what we were talking about on the major markets.
Let's get into it.
Okay. I think the alts are looking pretty good in this spot right now.
I think
As
this is the
much
prime
as-
time for them
Yeah.
as we start to go
We've
sideways
actually
here.
retested this level of support 3 times here. If we were to get a long signal in this spot, it would be a nice reversal long. I'd probably want to take it back up towards the top of this trading range, which on the USDT pairing. We could. It wouldn't be bad to retest this area right here.
Yeah, and I bet there's a lot of people reading that as bearish divergence too.
Mm.
Which would not be correct. I mean, that still has a chance for sure. You just don't know. It's one of those days.
Yeah.
We could just have a big indecision candle.
Yeah, I don't like this lead in here. So you can see we're getting increasing volume into the dump. And that's generally a sign that it's going to continue. Bitcoin, here. Apparently 18,300 didn't hold. We're already back underneath it.
Yep. I mean, we are rejecting currently at the moment,
Yep,
but
dumping
I mean,
now.
it's just one of those ones.
Yeah. Ethereum's even more looking like it's time to get that short. Let's take a look over at the derivatives list. Uniswap having the best day again. Let's take a look at some of these. So I was noticing that Gear had a really big day today. This is up. This doesn't look like a lot, but this is a log. This is up about 90%.
90%? Damn.
Well, it's down here at half a cent, and now it's at almost 1 cent. So, yeah, this is a 100% move right here, guys. That's really big here. WOZX, the Steve Wozniak coin, is up over 100% today. It's up 120% today. It's hovering around $1.73 yesterday. I can't say I hopped on right away. Obviously, I wanted to give it time to find some sort of bottom, but
You got yourself some Wozniak?
I did not.
Oh.
I wish, yeah. I wanted to give it a few more days. I mean, it's been live for 5 days. So.
Yeah, look at all that data.
Yeah.
How were you supposed to know?
Yep. Cream's had a pullback here, but that's okay because we're still within this trend right here. This wick only shows up on Uniswap. This is not on it's not on any of the other spot exchanges. Gathers up today, holding above resistance, turns support. Could get ugly, but for right now, as long as we're above this, it's bullish. Let's see, these are all having down days. Anything else looking really? Cover, which just got added to the YFI Pantheon, is doing really incredible. Cover is the insurance token. Apparently, you're able to buy insurance by buying like a certain number of the tokens, and then you get like a certain percent. I don't really understand how it works, but people are pretty excited about it. Going on here. Saffron holding above $350 support currently.
I can't wait to make my own coin.
Oof. DFT up like 40% today. Finally broke out of the descending broadening wedge as shown here. Looks pretty good. I've been telling you guys to pick this up this entire time, so hope you're in profit because I'm in profit on that trade right now. Falcon swap. Oof. Oh, that's beautiful. I've been telling you guys to pick that up here too. So those are both looking really good. I'm feeling pretty good about those today.
Now remind me, are these the coins that are involved in the UNISWAPPERP?
Yeah, all of these are in UNISWAPPERP. There's over 100. So
yeah,
I know Offshift is XFT, which is here.
So I'm assuming that the UNISWAPPERP itself is doing well too.
Yeah, that's why we're looking at this. So UNISWAPPERP is the one that's up the most today,
and we were talking about that yesterday. So
yeah. So actually, what we had discussed was it looked like it was going to break down below the baseline, break down below this trend line, and it did not. We got a very nice bounce in this spot. So if today closes anything like this, it's looking like Uniswap trades are really the one to be taking in the next few weeks. So
looks like it tried to break down, just got bought right back up.
Yeah, so I would look for coins that have a history, that are bottomed out, where you see a trading range established. I showed you guys some of what that looked like. We can come back over here. I ended up dumping XFT over here once we broke down over here. What are some good ones? CFD is one. So
was banned on there.
This is an established trading range.
I think Ren was on there, and I think Ren was having a really good day.
Nope. I was looking at Ren earlier. Ren looks pretty.
Or was it
Ren looks pretty bad.
Oh no, that was terrible.
Yeah. So I would consider we should have gone short. We couldn't have gone short yesterday. We never really had a good signal. We could have taken a continuation short here, but I mean, we've recovered sort of today, so there's really not much to do here unless you're short. I certainly wouldn't long this. If you're wondering where this line comes from, this is a higher time frame. You know what? There's a good 3-day short here. This is takeable. Oh, yeah. There's going to be this closes tomorrow. It's going to be a strong one, I think.
I would still wait for that close.
Bitcoin dominance finally starting to fall. As you can see, we've got
it climbed up nice for a fall.
Yeah, just kind of wandered up here on Bitcoin dominance. Retested our average. Crawl below the 3-day baseline, and the weekly trading even more sideways than last week, which is a sign of weakness. You know, where's the bullish momentum this week? It's not there yet, or at all. BNB Bitcoin showing potential signs of reversal here. Oof, this is actually really beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks like. Oh, sorry. Chart because of the lag. Yeah, there. You're starting to break that trend.
Oh my gosh. This is a beautiful long. I definitely think we should flag this.
How do exchange coins look?
Let's go look at them because I want to look at BNB USDT after this because I remember this was near its highs. So this could potentially suggest that there's going to be a breakout of BNB. Bitcoin continues to trade sideways for the next month. Meanwhile, alts take off.
This is exactly what I wanted to see too.
So UNISWAPPERP trading right up against resistance here. Looks beautiful for continuation. EXCHPERP. It's not there yet, but it's still hanging around this local area point of control. Let me turn off the baseline here. I would say falling bearish volume here is a good sign, but this week is only half over, so we could get a lot more volume in the next few. Yeah, we could blow out this volume bar in 15 minutes if enough volume came in. So, but something to keep our eyes on. Let's go ahead and look at BNBPERP. Eh.
That does
I don't know.
not
We're
look
about
good.
to get a weekly cross under. This looks really rough, actually.
Yeah, that doesn't look nearly as good.
Yeah, maybe Bitcoin is just going to fall so hard it won't matter that BNB Bitcoin is rising.
Yeah, I mean, if Bitcoin really bled out.
Yeah. I don't see anything appetizing in the BNB USDT chart, even though, you know, maybe there's a solid margin trade here, but there's totally a solid margin trade. I'd say long it right now. If you can just go hop over and get a BNB long trade, set your stop right below here, maybe target. Yeah, I target this area right up here for a retest. Yeah. That's really beautiful.
I got a question here from Moneybags. He says, "Didn't you say BNB to USDT was bearish though?" Question mark. So he for some reason got the impression it's bearish, but you're saying long.
Yeah. Well, yes, he is, but he's looking at the Bitcoin pairing at this point.
I'm saying you can take a margin.
Indeed.
You can take a margin long on this lower time frames, and it'll work out beautifully. But if we try and do anything with the USDT pairings, we're gonna suffer from Bitcoin dropping and lose USDT and you lose USD value on our trades. So, so we're not ready to take BNB short, but we're also not ready to take it long or anything. So
it's just another one of those that you gotta wait.
The BTC pair looks more bullish, basically. Moneybags.
Yeah, I mean, if you did want to take a short here, you probably could on the perpetual contract.
Yeah.
But then you got to wonder, if the Bitcoin pairing is strong and the USDT pairing is weak, then that weakness must be coming from Bitcoin.
Yep.
And this is something that I'm glad you brought that up, because it's something that me and Alex talk about when we're going through trades every day. And it's usually ones that we find that are in contango, to where you're getting a BTC trade as well as a USDT trade, which is a good example of, say, the THETA trade that we took yesterday. What's that?
Contango is something different.
Oh, sorry, it's Confluence. Yep, you're right. But yes, when they're riding together, that's a definite sign of strength. Like the Knowles BTC trade that we took last night, which already hit TP1. The THETA USD, I think we took THETA BTC. So yeah, we took two different BTC pairs last night, because both the USDT pairing and the BTC pairing were looking good. And with Bitcoin looking so droopy, I thought the best bang for our buck would be riding the BTC pairing to gain some more BTC. But this is definitely something that we look at for strength when looking for signals, and BNB is giving you a direct inverse signal of what the the BNB BTC pairing is. So that's where it gets into the realm of, are you going to get washed out just by the depreciation of Bitcoin? And it's usually a tough call, but in times like this, I think that the BTC pairings are going to be catching up, because the USD value is going to be going down.
I think that's very true. Yeah.
Yeah, Moneybag says, makes sense. That's why BTC short and BNB long. Gotcha. Yep, sign of weakness in the underlying Bitcoin itself.
There are many ways to bleed you out in this market.
Indeed.
Even when you feel like you're making money.
Link Bitcoin is looking really interesting in this spot. We have strong support here. So resistance support right here. We've tapped this area here and here. So this could be a double bottom. I think we should keep our eyes on this spot. We're in a link short. And we're finally breaking down out of this area like we've been waiting for. We got our volatility signal and everything over here yesterday. We took it. We're still a little underwater. We took it around $12 or so we didn't take it down here or anything.
I don't think that looks terrible yet either. You're still just getting bought right back up to that previous support. I mean, you got to wait the day, but I think that still is a good hold.
Yeah, we don't have an exit signal or anything, but maybe once again, this is Bitcoin's weakness, and the Bitcoin pairing against it is strong. You know, we could see link bounce here against Bitcoin if Bitcoin dumps super hard.
Mhm.
Maybe that's why we're seeing this short here on the USD pairing. Let's see indices. All right, Dixie finished trading sideways. Now we're getting that bounce I was telling you guys about. So this is a strong headwind against Bitcoin right here, guys.
Mhm.
This is Bitcoin's trading pair, the USD. It's rising in value, so that pushes against Bitcoin.
This also has to do with my sentiment on the market that I put out yesterday of the ascending triangle, in that I feel like Bitcoin is not going to have a false breakout before a pullback. I think it's rather going to have a pullback before anything, because the Dixie right now looks so strong, and we're seeing that, of course, from the sell-off from 19 to now. Whether we get followed through on that is to be seen, but I think the Dixie still has a little bit more to go there, at least to your baseline there.
Yeah, I think so. I'd like to see it retest. It probably wick through this this trend line right here. Actually, I think this trend line's more realistic. Okay, it's fine the way.
So, the reason why I brought that up is just kind of going over how I, instead of just looking at one case, I try to find evidence of a bunch of things and add them together, because the most important thing about these things is not the patterns themselves. It's about timing them correctly.
What this feels like is like we need to come back down and retest. For the Dixie, we need to come back up and retest support as resistance. We need to come back up and hit this area hard. So wipe out dollar shorters and just, you know, kind of do some technical retesting.
And then the Dixie's got to prove that it has any support.
Yeah. And similarly, the Swissy, which has been strong, needs to come back down and retest resistance as support down here. So Swissy trading hard against the dollar. These are almost inverse patterns if you look at them. So, like this is that, obviously. So, and then there we go. Yen looking a little weak here, starting to trade below its daily baseline. Maybe trading below its weekly baseline, because we're starting to get a weekly divergence right here, bearish divergence. Euro has been really strong last couple of weeks, taking a cool off right now. Probably going to retest the high.
It's looking the same as the French dollar, wasn't it? The Swissy.
Yeah, similar to the Swissy, probably most like the Canadian loonie right here. Needs to come back down, retest this area. So all of these have broken out against the dollar. They need to come back down and retest. The dollar has broken down. It needs to come up and retest its support, or excuse its support, previous support here as resistance. So probably this area right here, I imagine, come up, wick into this area, bang through here. Excuse me. That'll also take us right around the daily baseline. Come back down, test down here one more time. Maybe even break a little lower. In that case, that would probably mean one more leg up for the broader traditional markets. So we know that if the Dixie is doing well, normally that means the broader markets are doing poorly. So let's take a look. Let's see if that's holding. I haven't even looked at them yet, guys.
I bet you they're not. I haven't looked at the Dow or any traditionals yet either.
See, guys, I didn't even have to look at them. I could just look at the dollar, and I knew what people are doing because when people are scared in stocks, they need the dollar, they rush into the dollar. And then when people are fleeing the dollar, they flee into stocks. It's a vicious cycle. So on the Dow, we continue to trade within this ascending wedge. I would say if you're scalping right now, it's a good time to be short. We're going to at least retest the bottom of the wedge, if not break lower. I like how we've got a good 4-hour baseline bounce setup trade here. Nice short. We don't have a volatility signal yet, but I don't really think we need one in this spot. This is more of like a continuation short. Daily, still above the baseline. We're going to have a cross under at the end of the day, though, on our oscillator. That's a pretty bearish sign. I think at this point, we can expect the markets to break down from here and retest their highs, probably over the rest of December. And then after December, maybe even down here, after December, markets cool back off, and then we take off for the beginning of the year, maybe in late June, maybe late January, and then who knows?
I'm going to cut in real quick and highlight a comment that just came in from Philly regarding the Dixie analysis. According to Philly, he says, don't long the Dixie just now, fellas. According to him, he puts 25 pounds saying that this is resistance and that we're going to come up against the wall here. So Philly's got 25 pounds on this being resistance. Don't long it, says Philly.
I mean, my sentiment on the Dixie is that we're just seeing it get bought back up like as a retracement. I don't think anyone should be going along on the Dixie right now.
Yeah, there is a scalp long available on lower time frames. As a matter of fact, we
getting into it yesterday when we said it probably would have been the best time.
Yeah, that was over here. I said I was putting in interesting bottoming behavior. Yeah, on the daily, we don't have any kind of signal for a good swing long. And then most likely if you're scalping, this is where we'll start to see resistance, this area right up here. Yeah, there's no good place to set your stop in this area if you're scalping long. You have to have it like down here.
You missed it.
Yeah. So I agree with Phil. I would hold off and maybe grab a short back up in this area or in this area right here. We'll see what happens. Let's take a look. No. Let's finish up with the traditional markets, then we'll look at Forex because our trades are doing well there right now.
Yep, get through a few more, and I do see a lot of comments and stuff in the live chat, guys. I can't get to them all right now. I do want to give Alex lots of time to get through the analysis because, again, we're cutting to this show a little short because we got to get to the mentorship session. So if I'm skipping your comments right now, just hang on. We will get to them a little later.
SPY looks simultaneously weak and strong here. Okay, so let me explain. We have a lot of strength. We've marched up and made several new highs. However, we're getting a sell signal here, but it's not a bearish divergence. So we can easily sell back down to this resistance area, retested a support, which we haven't done. We actually gapped above this resistance here. Retested a support and then just continue onwards. So I'm not sure how that would play out with my December trading down thesis. We will see. It's really going to depend on if we stay above the daily baseline or not. If we can get below that, then you can maybe start looking for some SPY puts or something for a short term. QQQ. Oh, even worse. What a slap in the face.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's gonna start.
Let's take a look at the big ones. All right. Oh man, doesn't Amazon look so rough in this area?
Yeah, Jeff Bezos must be feeling it.
Guys, Amazon is just short. Get the fuck out.
That's crazy. Coming into Christmas season and everything, like what's about to happen?
I said get the fuck out of Amazon, guys. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Let's look at Apple. So here you see we consolidate around a point of control right here.
Definitely.
We have a strong downtrend on the weekly.
Rising momentum.
Yeah, rising volatility, strong momentum.
Yep. Amazon.
Yeah, guys, the call is coming from inside the house. Get out. I would not want to be long Amazon as long as we are beneath this weekly trend line. If we close a week above this trend line, that'd be a different story. Until then, I think Amazon, it's time to buy some puts. I'm super serious.
Yeah, Amazon looks terrible.
It's AAPL, right? All right.
Yep.
Apple doesn't look too bad here. Apple, we've broken up.
Yeah, that looks like it's actually pushing to the upside currently. Better have. I just bought one of their stupid watches. Not for me.
I'm not super happy with this week. We're a couple days away from the weekly close, but today is looking kind of rough.
That could be some bearish divergence.
Yeah. I keep my eyes on Apple, but it doesn't look nearly as bad as Amazon does.
Yeah, Amazon looks terrible.
Tesla just got added to the S&P.
And they're doing great.
Well, this could just be a blow off top if this week is like this.
It looks a lot better than the last two.
If we don't recover in the next 2 days on Tesla, this is a blow off top, guys. Be very cautious about this weekly candle. I wouldn't necessarily start buying puts like on Amazon because Amazon looks super rough. I guess after the Christmas season is over, what more does Amazon have to look forward to?
I don't know, being in everyone's house every day.
Yeah. But that's last year's news. What's new? What have you done for us lately, Amazon? Where's my drone deliveries, Amazon?
It's on its way.
They're doing drones are bringing the other drones.
They're doing the Skybus thing right now, I think, where they're working on a big blimp that floats around, and then drones just go out city to city and deliver your shit. So we're gonna have blimps back.
It's gonna be like Mad Max. People are gonna be shooting blimps out of the sky and stealing Amazon shit.
Oh yeah.
God. All right, name another big stock. Let's look at some big stocks because Amazon look really scary.
Microsoft.
This looks a lot like Amazon right here. This is really rough.
Yes, it does. A lot of
daily baseline too. This is a valid short signal on Microsoft right here. Cross below the daily baseline. Fisher's going to be crossed under and below zero. We've got a rising explosion level, and let's zoom in right here. Yeah, and let's zoom in even more. I guess maybe we don't have enough momentum. But we don't need it. We don't necessarily need the momentum yet here. What we need is the volatility. We have the volatility. Momentum will come. We've retested the highs twice here. This is a nice swing failure pattern. With the high here, higher high here, lower high here. There you go. You can see it on the weekly. All right, Microsoft puts. Hold on, I'm gonna get where's my bank account information, guys? Jesus, we gotta rush into this. No, I'm joking. We don't need to rush into anything, but this is something that we want to keep our eyes on. This looks really rough for technology, guys.
Tech stocks.
Tech stocks have been weak since the vaccine news came out. The NASDAQ had been strong for the entirety of the summer run. It was roaring. For those of you who trade stocks, you know this. But
speaking of which, how's Pfizer doing?
Yeah, but I mean, but look at this, guys. Do you think like after this long run, we could just get a pullback all the way to right here, and it would be totally perfectly normal, and it could still be a bull run for this stock? What's the size of this pullback on Microsoft? That's not bear market territory. 12% pullback to retest the previous high. I think it makes a lot of sense. We're below the weekly baseline here. We're below the daily baseline. 3-day baseline. Oh my gosh, look at that. The stock is dead, people. Call it.
Pulling the plug on Microsoft.
Yeah.
Huh?
All right, let's look at some chart requests for the little people. And then we'll do some Forex and we'll call it.
All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna dive into the requests. I have a bunch cataloged here. I got a comment that came in just now from Boris Bitcoin. It says he's been holding his NASDAQ QQQ long since November 10th. I will be closing that position in a couple hours. So Boris Bitcoin did ride.
That would be wise.
He wrote it up.
It's a sell signal, if nothing else. I don't know for sure that the entire market is going to break down during December, but at least for like the rest of the week, we're going to be below the daily baseline. It's out. We're out.
Yeah, Philly Carr says tech stocks bull trap. Indeed, if Microsoft looks short, it's a buy. It's an industrial revolution, fellas. So Philly says Microsoft is a buy. You just buy the dip on Microsoft and you don't think. All right, next. Let me see what kind of comments or what kind of requests we have. Guys, we will be getting into those requests right now, so be sure to start dropping them in there if you already haven't. All right, first request. Let's see who came in first today. All right, we covered Andrew's request. Okay, Crypto came in asking for THETA USD when you can, please. THETA. Let's see what THETA's up to.
Just barely missed the TP of yesterday's call. Still hanging out above, though.
This is still a solid signal, and it just came in yesterday. I think we're good for continuation on THETA. We took a THETA Bitcoin short over here a couple days ago. We took profit.
You mean a long?
Yeah, we took it long. We took profit here. We got stopped out here, and we took a long right here last night. Just missed our take profit up here. So right now we're waiting on it. I think THETA is good for continuation. I like it. That's why we took the trade. Yeah, I would just I would hold the course on THETA USDT, and then if for whatever reason we got like a sell signal here, then I would maybe get out, or if we cross back below the baseline. But
I think we're fine here.
Yeah, for right now we're holding above this resistance right here, turn support. What's next?
All right, Crypto Caveman, that's THETA coming to you. Damien Hughes did ask this question earlier, but we did more or less cover it, which is, of course, when your swamp coin goes 10x, what do? Sell 25, sell half, sell it all, and pray for a pullback to re-enter. I think the guys did kind of more or less touch on this, and that is never be afraid to take profit. 10x is brilliant. At the very minimum, when you're up 10x, man, at least take your initial investment out, right? Take 1x out and let the rest ride if you want to go for the full moonshot. Alternatively, guys, never, ever, ever be afraid to take profit. That's my mantra dealing with the swap coins.
Jack, remember XFT? If every time it had gone like super high, we just took profit at the super high, it did pull back. Like, these things always pull back.
Indeed.
Yeah, you should never be afraid to take profit.
There's no such thing as just up in any market.
Yeah, I take profit at 10x, 20x, and then majority at 30x now. 30x is about the highest gains I've ever experienced, so that's kind of where I like to cash out nowadays. Never look the gift horse in the mouth, as the old
just a
saying
solid
goes.
30x.
Yeah, if you're up 30x, guys, don't get too euphoric. All right, pull your money out. Got a comment here from Profit Bear. What's up, CC crew? Well, I got rich following your P2P, which I think he means PTP, but indeed.
Feel free to tip your waiter, my friend.
Indeed. In fact, we gotta bring this up, Alex. I don't think I mentioned it to you yesterday, but I did bring it up to Jason, and that is Peckham08 sent us a cool little tip yesterday. So we got a few bucks in the tip jar.
Beautiful. Much appreciated, man.
It's gonna pay for pizza on Friday. So shout outs to Peckham08 for forwarding us a few bucks directly to the Ethereum tip jar. So shout outs once again. Peckham08. Damien Hughes, look at NOIA while we're doing swamp. It looks headed for price discovery. Can we look at NOIA?
NOIA.
The Nunya coin?
Nunya business.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is...
Certainly does look like it's going into price discovery.
No, it's in price discovery right now, so... Yeah. I would say that if you're long, just hold on, man. Just hold on. If you wanted to buy in today, you'll probably end up with more money. It looks like it's going to keep going. I see no reason this won't keep going to whatever. Let's tell you what. Best thing you can do in price discovery is, unless you've got some kind of like stock to flow on altcoins that no one knows about, is a trend-based fib extension over here. Take a good first take profit level here. Good first take profit level is probably 20 cents. And then 1.6 is all the way up here at 26 cents. What is that? 26.7. So really it's like 20 and 2/3 of 10 cents. So, very nice here. Yeah, this looks like it's going to keep going. This is about the best we can do for resistance levels for you. And I think you will find that whales tend to take profits at these fib levels because they also don't know where to take profits. They also don't know where to set orders. And they also have these bare minimum of tools to kind of figure that out. So you'll probably be safe taking profit. You'll probably find that we wake up and then you're like, oh no, why did I take profit 20 cents? But then we come back down and like, you know, we'll retest 18 cents. You know, this is about the best we can do. So this is all I got to say on NOIA. Looks pretty good.
All right, hope that covers the NOIA request. Let me see what I've got next here. That came from Damien Hughes. Hope you enjoyed that. Next. Philly Carr says, evening traders, cotton closes soon. Anyone fancy a new set of linens? DM me. Maybe more of a comment than a request, but Philly saying take a look at commodities like cotton, so maybe we'll take a look at that a little later. B-Flow, SUSHI USDT, nice little baseline bounce. Let's take a quick look at SUSHI, please.
That is not going to work. Oh, that's right. It's not reset.
Also noticed Philly Carr asked for sushi as well, so B-Flow and Philly, you're going to get your sushi fill right now.
I just don't buy it.
Yeah, Wada not really confirming.
I mean, you're petering off for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got this bearish divergence that really hasn't played out yet. I don't think. Let's look at this on lower time frames. We still got this ascending channel that we're in. It's almost a broadening wedge, but it's not really broadening that much. We're below the 3 and 4 hour baselines. I would say right now this is still bearish. If we came down and traded in this area a little bit, or even retested down here, I think it'd still be totally normal. I just don't see it as a baseline bounce yet. I don't even think we actually touched the baseline, did we? Yeah, we touched it. Maybe. It did touch the baseline. I'm not sold. We don't have we don't have volatility yet for a long. We don't have a long signal. We're not crossed back up or anything. So I'm not ready to take it.
All right. That should hopefully cover the sushi for Philip and B-Flow. Moving along to the next few. Again, we got the mentorship session, so we kind of got to scoot along. Going to highlight a comment that just came in. It's Rob and Pow Donahue saying hello. Rob Donahue, nice to see you in the chat. Let's see here. Okay, next request is going to come from Moneybags, which I think is T-Dub in the chat, and that is CRO. Let's take a look at CRO, guys.
All right. There's probably nothing to crow about here. Thank you.
Next, let's take a look at Raven.
Oh, God.
Birds of a feather flock together.
if there's any place that Crow could find support, it's here. It's retesting this point of control. It's retesting the baseline.
Let me guess. That's an 80% pullback.
Let's find out. Nope, not yet.
Ooh.
Still only 67% pullback.
Get some more downside here, guys.
Maybe if will we consider this the high? Is it? What about this over here?
Would that be what completes it?
No, not even then. Sorry. I would not buy this dip. If we recover back up here, if we recover back over like 6 cents, 6 2/3 of a cent, then we'd be talking. But I don't want to catch this knife. I'm just not convinced.
Yep, agreed.
All right, passing on Crow. Moving along. Next would be, all right, we covered this comment as well. Moving along to Theo. What's your sentiment on the major alts versus Bitcoin? So how are we looking on the Bitcoin pairings?
Well, let's take a look. Let's look at the major alts contract. So right now, major alts are faring better than Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
I think we may need another leg down on major alts. I see some real volume down in this area right here. And what does that mean for them individually?
I mean, if it's anything like that BNB, BTC pairing, maybe things are turning up on that front.
That's the thing. There are a few of them out there. I mean, and I think that we've done a pretty good job within the group of getting them. I mean, the alt season or alt market this week has been pretty much a sea of red, and we put out, I would say, close to 10 alt signals that, I mean, at least half of mine have hit. To where, I mean, we are snagging some of them. There are definitely outliers that are out there right now, but I think BNB is one of those outliers on BTC. I don't think the entire, well, I mean, it could, and that's why the whole idea of Bitcoin going sideways, I think overall would be good for the alts, because I think the BTC value would start to come up.
Yep.
Whether it makes you any money in the USD value as it drops, I mean, you got to do the math yourself there.
Yeah, if you range 18 to 20.
That you want to accumulate. Wow.
I just like to make more BTC.
Who don't trade the USD at all. They keep their profits in one crypto or another. For those people, it makes sense to trade the Bitcoin pairings. For the rest of us who do measure the amount of money they make in USD, and are saddened when we see the USD value go down, even if we, quote unquote, made more sats.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you, I would advise you to only trade the Bitcoin pairings when the USD value of everything is going up, or if you're using margin trading, the Bitcoin pairing tradings. And in that case, you don't have to worry as much about the USD value because you're not trading it at 1x. You're trading it at whatever x.
Yeah, you're making multiples on top of what you're doing.
Yeah. And then it's something that's much less of it's still an effect, but it's not, gonna actually drain dollars out of your account like it could if you're trying to spot trade Bitcoin pairing.
And I am someone that focused mostly on building more Bitcoin. So, it makes a lot of sense for me to trade the BTC pairs when we're in times like this where Bitcoin's starting to go sideways. Because I think about Bitcoin in 10 years, 5 years from now. I don't really think about it this year, even though this year it went from 3 to 19.
All right, hopefully that covers that question. Again, we got to keep this brief, so going to keep it moving. And I'm also going to take the opportunity, since we are into hour 2, going to do a playlist switch here. So we're going to go from the jazzy, smooth jazz to something more on the beat front. Let me quickly, what's going on here? Oh, here we go. And here we go. Genres. Here we go. Beat change now. Okay, next comment as well. Moving along. Thank you to Theo for dropping that. I think I've seen Theo in the live chat before, but if you're coming back to the channel, welcome back, Theo. It's good to have you. Moving along. Decentralized Citizen. Hi, guys. Are Bitcoin bulls getting uncertain, or is this a trap? What are your thoughts on base protocol, total crypto market cap? Okay, so I guess this is multiple questions in one. First off, are Bitcoin bulls getting uncertain, or is this a trap? So what do you guys think? Is this
I think it's just a shift in market sentiment at this moment.
I don't even know what the question means. Are Bitcoin bulls uncertain? It's
Right.
like, you know, it's not like people get together and have meetings and it's like, hey
guys, what are we doing this week?
Yeah, how certain are you the price is going up? Well, I'm not going to buy it today.
Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing this week.
Yeah. I think they're about as certain as they ever are. I feel like a lot of people bought the dip. They were very certain, and then they got slapped in the face.
And that's what we've been talking about here, is like that first dip that got bought back up. In my mind, it's either a dead cat bounce or it's just being bought back up to trap a bunch of longs, and that's what we're seeing.
So far, yeah.
Indeed.
So far, I agree with that. Yeah.
All right, second half of the question, and I saw people discussing this in the live chat. It was to do with Base protocol. Are you guys familiar with Base?
I don't know anything about the project myself.
I do not. I think this is Base. Right here.
Base protocol is a token whose price is pegged to the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies at a ratio 1 to 1 trillion. Base allows traders to speculate on the entire crypto industry with one token. If crypto market cap is 450 billion, Base is 45 cents. Okay, so this is kind of a
it's an index. It's a crypto market cap index coin. So instead of trading a futures index, you can spot trade this coin, and in that way speculate upon the
future of the alt markets
of total crypto. There's another coin like this, DeFi Pulse. DeFi Pulse, it represents like the DeFi coins, and they have a basket of coins that it represents in the same way that that Base represents all crypto. I think Base is cool. You could also buy a perpetual swap contract on FTX. There's other indices that some companies are making. You can buy those. Base protocol. It's not an original idea. It's cool that they managed to do it in a blockchain format, and if it's decentralized, then I'm for it. But it's certainly not revolutionary.
Indeed. All right, interesting. Good. Thank you for tipping us off to the Base protocol. Certainly something we'll keep our eyes on. Base is a rebase token, not an index. That's not what I just read, but maybe I'm reading the wrong one. But it says baseprotocol.org. This is their description according to them. Base protocol currently at 64 cents USD, which would translate to $64 billion or $640 billion according to that last formula I read. Maybe I gotta look into this a little further, but according to this description, it is a token whose price is pegged to the total market cap. So I mean, it's a pegged token. Maybe that's what you're thinking of, but it's not necessarily pegged to a stable $1 or any other fiat. So but again, Base is something we'll have to explore a little later. But moving along real quick, he did have one request, and that is, of course, AMPL4. So let's throw AMPL4 on before we move it to the next question.
Let's.
AMPL.
So, AMPL is a rebase token. It's sort of a weird kind of stable coin in that it gets the price to $1 by changing the amount, or changing the quantity of the asset inside of your wallet over time. Right now, this looks like just a retest of support of $1 support. Right here, $1 resistance turn support here. I would not be surprised if we saw a continuation on AMPL in this spot.
Gonna be a big old V bottom, is it?
Let's look at this. Let me look at where I can look at the weekly. Well, that's not super helpful. Let me turn this off. I think the 3-day looks pretty rough. I wouldn't want to be in on this. Do still see that retest here though. I don't know if I would necessarily want to rush into buying here. I just keep my eyes on it, and then once AMPL finds a bottom, if it's below $1, then like if you can get it to like down here, or even for retests here, then it becomes a good longer term purchase because it's going to come back up to that dollar area eventually.
All right, there you have it. I think that's it for AMPL fourth. Moving on to the next one. I see 2 comments just came in here. One from S. Hyatt saying, "I'm so late. What did I miss?" You just missed the first hour of the show. Nothing too crazy, Mr. Hyatt, but I'm sure you can review it. Yorick says, "By the way, we have that weekly Bitcoin bull meeting today at 3 p.m. Yeah,
I like that. Let's start calling it that.
Yep.
The weekly Bitcoin bull meeting.
Indeed, we get to decide if we're gonna open the gate and let the bulls run. Let's see here, who's got gate access this week. Next, decentralized citizen. Price is pegged to 55 cents now, so it gets sold automatically or bought automatically each day. Thank you guys, you're the best. All right, decentralized citizen, kind of clarifying the base token mechanics, but we got to look into that a little further. But moving along to the next question, Philly Car. Oh, we covered this one. This has to do with the Dixie comments. Also,
Let's take a look at Cotton real quick for him.
Yeah, let's throw Cotton up there. See what he's talking about on the Cotton front.
I do think Cotton is having a good day here.
Well, Cotton has basically been trading sideways ever since it tried to make a new high and was rejected from $20,200, $20,250 per lot. I would classify Cotton as holding pretty strong in this spot right now.
Yeah, how's she look on lower time frames? Okay.
This is pretty bullish. We're getting a nice 12-hour cross up. Downtrend is broken in the spot.
Bullish divergence as well.
Feels just like a retest of resistance turn support in this spot. I think the trade makes sense for a reversal trade.
Yep,
right now we don't have any we don't have a good short signal at all, so yeah. Anytime you tried to short here, you would have gotten slammed anyway. There was never a good time to short this.
Cotton holding its own.
Yeah.
All right.
Cotton looks pretty good here, I think.
Okay, moving along. Let's see here. ANCAP Futures. This was very early in the show. He asked for PayPal, which I think this is the PayPal ticker, PYPL.
You'd assume with what happened with the Bitcoin stuff that it's doing well, but not today.
This is a strong sell signal right here. This on the 3-day chart right here.
You're about to get that cross
Feels
under.
like a rejection right here. There's a lot of attempts. Once, twice, 3 times right here. Bearish divergence. Shown thusly. I think it would make sense for it to at least come down and retest 205. So if you're scalping, I think you can scalp it to 205 easy. It's a pretty good trade on the table right there. But for now, we're not below the daily baseline, so I would hesitate to order you to buy puts like on Amazon.
Alright, hopefully that covers the PayPal request from ANCAP Futures. Shoutouts to ANCAP. Moving along to the next one, we got Jezza Coin up in here. And he says, can you check out Comp, please? Let's look at Compound.
If I remember correctly, comps haven't self-pullback.
No, good day.
Is it? Oh, it is. I swear it was just down on crypto bubbles a little bit ago.
And it is back up.
Man, it's crazy how fast stuff moves, right?
Yep. I think comp is good for continuation. Just hold on tight. If you're in, don't let go. You could probably still get in here. It's a little late. The RR isn't there. I would only do it spots, but you could probably take it up to this resistance level. Probably another 10% in between there. So it's not nothing.
It's not. No.
See, it looks strong on lower time frames too. Comp's good.
All right, Jessicoin, thank you for the comp request. We got only a couple more left, and let's see what were you doing on time. Yeah, 2:20 on my clock right now, which means let's try to wrap the show up within 15 to 20 minutes, because again, we do have to leave a little time to prepare for the mentorship session, aka the
50 likes too. Come on, guys.
yeah,
The
we're almost
bull
at 50
meeting?
likes. Yeah, the bull meeting.
Close.
This is where we send a VIP invite to all the market makers and bulls in crypto land to come gather and
Get together and
I
scheme.
I think Boganov, joins us on the yeah, Boganov joins us on the call to tell us which way the markets move. So you guys probably don't want to miss this one. This is where the insiders, this is where the Illuminati lizard lords get together to talk about which way we're going to take the CME market. All right, next. Crypto Caveman asks, anybody get into Bondly? Listed yesterday. I think it's on the eWill Do Good 2021.
What?
Crypto Caveman, I think he says he thinks it's gonna do good in 2021. What's Bondly? Is that a sounds like
I don't know which one of these contracts is the real Bondly.
is it a
Apparently,
crypto?
it was popular enough that they made a lot of different ones. Let me find the real contract. So that's why they give you the contract numbers off to the side. So you
Precisely.
can check that.
I have the contract here. It ends in A85.
I need what it begins in.
Starts with 0xD2DD. 0xD2DD.
Alright, never mind. What does it end in again?
Ends in 8A85.
That's what the...
85.
Well, it is certainly up a lot since it came out. So it debuted at 10 cents, and now it's 15 cents. If you didn't... You basically had about 20 or 30 minutes to get it at a good price. After that, it's been trading sideways. So I'm not in it yet. It's a couple days old, and especially if it's going to be a long-term hold, it's good to give it a little bit. But the volume is phenomenal. $16 million of volume on $1 million in liquidity. It's incredible. It's a whole lot of trades too. This is clearly a very popular token. It would be great to get some sort of pullback as insiders take their profits, but it looks probably good for a continuation sometime in the near future, I would imagine, as other people find out about it.
All right, thank you to Crypto Caveman tipping us off to Bondly. Just do me a favor next time, Caveman, DM me before this token launches. If you got your eye on hot new products to land on the market, come on, tell us first, man. Don't hide the crypto moonshots from us. You know where to find us. DM us. We'll throw a little liquidity into these movers. With that said, let me take a look here. What do we got for our next comment? And this is going to be one of the final ones. All right, Yorick has a 3-pack of requests, which is perfect because we are drawing toward the close. Yorick asked for NTRO USD first, so let's take a look at NTRO.
Damn it, I'm in the wrong spot. Comp is still going. Just moved up even more. Nope. NTRO looks bad. Well, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great here either. I think most likely it'll probably break down further. We got stopped out at break even after we hit our take profit 1 over here. So as a group, we're out. I think it looks kind of rough. This is, I think this is the weekly trend. Yeah, this is the weekly trend. 1 second, let me turn up baseline here. Currently, we're still above the weekly trend, but if we break down any more, start to get below this line, this is the weekly trend. It's going to be rough, I think. So keep your eyes peeled. We could be getting into short territory on XMR soon. But once again, this is the USDT pairing, so this could be showing signs of Bitcoin's weakness. Let's look at the Bitcoin pairing. This also looks like it's trading at resistance right now. So support here, resistance, resistance, resistance again. I say it's not time on XMR, if at all. So.
All right, York, there you have it. That's XMR. Move it on to the next one. That's going to be Tezos USD XTZ, please.
I want to wrap it up in the next 5 to 10 minutes, okay?
Perfect.
Yep, these are the last two, I believe.
All right. Potentially a good knife catch here on XTZ USDT. I really like this. I really like this wick into the point of control. Point of control being the spot where the most volume has been traded. You can see here, price is consolidated very hard around this spot. Go up, tests more here, here around the spot. Retest, retest. The weekly looks super rough though. This wick up into resistance right here. I don't know if this is a knife I necessarily want to catch in this spot. Maybe if we can break this weekly resistance right here, then that'd be cool. We'd probably take that back up to like $3.15 at that point. But for right now, this doesn't look great. What's next?
All right, final one from Yorick, and this is going to be the last request, guys. I saw BFlow asking for Palantir. BFlow may have to wait till tomorrow because we are getting toward the close. Last one's going to be BAT, Basic Attention Token, paired with the USD.
Looks exactly the same.
Literally exactly the same.
Yeah. So, looks very rough right here. All these wicks up into resistance. So, wick up in resistance, weekly indecision doji, and then a week down. That's a reversal sign, guys. So, I would imagine we may even come down and retest the bottom of the trading range here on BAT. So, whoops. So this is our trading range right now on BAT. Would not be shocking to come and wick down in this area. This looks pretty rough.
Yes, it does. Catch a break, back. Come on, maybe grow some wings.
If the weekly closes like this is get out for Palantir. I mean, first of all, this is very parabolic for something that just came out. Mm-hmm. Most of the time when...
It's a complete retracement?
Yeah, most of the time... For IPOs, that's the time where insiders dump on retail. So the way it works is the companies that take a business for their initial public offering, they're required to put it out on the stocks for as high a price as they think they can get for it. They even hype it up and stuff. So they have market makers and everything to run the price up too. It's not unheard of for there to be a big pump in the beginning and then it's dumped way down below the initial level, and then for big institutions to actually accumulate their holdings. Let's look at how Uber IPO'd. So Uber IPO's over here. It has a decent run up for a few weeks. It's about 20 or 30%. Not as good as Palantir's, but then breaks down far below its initial public offering, right? This is the highest price if you can get for it. They sell it to that for, people who are excited about the IPO. And then insiders, and then institutions accumulate. This is a very nice, really big inverse head and shoulders pattern, by the way. So something to think about for Palantir, but that's really going to depend on how that weekly ends up closing. If the weekly closes like this is time to get out. Like, this is like waiting sell orders on the books that big insiders have. And as retail's pushed up price into the orders, pushed up, sell down hard, pushed up again, and then during this week we've sold down. If we don't close back up here, it'll be rough. But if we do close the week up here, then I would view that as a sign of continuation. And then I'm not sure where you would take it to. It's obviously a price discovery. No one knows what it's worth.
All right. Cool. Well, I think that covers B-Flow's Palantir. I'm glad we could squeeze that in. I'm not too sure what Palantir is. Sounds kind of like an evil corporation. Maybe this is going to be...
very evil corporation. They basically do data mining stuff.
I see. Well, I was expecting Palantir to make an appearance in the next Austin Powers movie, helmed by Dr. Evil or something.
Palantir is it's the crystal ball from Lord of the Rings.
Ah, there you go. See, I knew I was onto something.
They do forecasting and stuff using AI. See, they've got a crystal ball. They're Palantir.
Damn.
Ask again later.
Yeah. No, it's they're really good company, as you can well imagine. So.
All right. Okay. We're about it's 2:32, hour and 30 minutes into the show. It has been a good one. Shoutouts to Yorick, who said thank you for the for all the coverage of his requests. Yorick says that's where I've heard it before. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, you just it was tickling, I guess, Yorick's back of the brain as to where he heard Palantir before. Indeed, I guess.
I'm a big nerd, guys.
It's a Lord of the Rings reference. Very, very cool. Philly says thank you, guys. Great to hear your voices. See you later. Indeed, Philly. Andrew Muntz says I am Jason Bondley. Buy my coin. Okay. Andrew also says, hey guys, don't forget to put on your anti-flash crash countermeasures during the course of the meeting. Okay, will do. And
that's what I call risk management.
T-Dub says, thank you guys. Decentralized Citizen, I think, also says thank you guys. Let's see here. Profit Bear, I'm hoping to see a bottom feeder signal on OXT or CRO USD. I'm not entirely certain if bottom feeder has been tuned for those particular markets.
It has not. You'd have to look at the data to see if it's worth a damn.
Yeah, you'd probably want to verify Profit Bear whether bottom feeder is profitable strategy on OXT and CRO USD. Something for us to maybe explore another day, but we are kind of drawing to a close. Philip Carr says, I'm going to take Sushi to Tokyo. I'm not sure if they're going to let you board the plane with your Sushi, but good luck. AMPL Futures, thanks guys. Wish I could join the mentoring, but I've still been really busy during midday. Easier to watch. AMPL, no problem, dude. It's a shame you can't join us in the meeting,
catch us whenever you can.
Join us when you do get a chance. T-Dub says the trifecta CC crew, and he's got 3 smileys there for us. You see that? I guess I'm the one in the sunglasses.
I'm the upside down one.
Yeah, you're the upside down one. Alex is the one with the glasses. I think that's well done, indeed. Well done to T-Dub. You've definitely captured our likeness very accurately.
Tomorrow, you know how on the cover of the CC crew, it's got the 3 people with white faces. You should put those 3 faces on it.
All right. Well, you got a deal for tomorrow. So T-Dub, thanks for inspiring tomorrow's thumbnail. All right, guys. If I missed one of your requests or one of your comments, my apologies. But we do kind of cut things today a little short and give us about 25 minutes now to get ready for the premium session. Alex, is the premium session just happening in Discord, or are we doing it in GoToMeeting, or?
We're doing a GoToMeeting. Oh,
okay, right on. So I guess it's scheduled. Should be in people's Google calendars.
Yes, invites should go out.
I think so.
All right.
They'll let us know if they're not getting them.
Yeah, let us know if you have an issue with an invite link. But yeah, if you check your calendar.google.com with the email that you're registered to CC with, you should be able to find us on there. Let's jump to Alex or Jason's screen while Alex checks his email real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just don't want people to look at your private emails.
Sorry,
there.
I went to go check to see if I had gotten the email, and then I was like, "Oh wait, look at all these emails I just checked."
Speaking of getting the email, I got my Crypto.com email today saying, "Congrats, your crypto card is now been mailed out to you." So I'm finally gonna get my card. Hopefully, maybe by the end of the week. So yay for me.
It's gonna be a bright Christmas for Jack.
Yep, my spending is about to, skyrocket.
Quadruple.
So how about that? Just what I need. But with that said, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a wonderful Breaking Bitcoin market update for this Wednesday, December the 9th, 2020. We will see you tomorrow for our Thursday episode. Fingers crossed Bitcoin doesn't tank too far, but I guess it depends where your positions are laid out.
We're ready for it all.
Indeed. All right, goodbye, everyone. Final words to the analysts.
Yeah, have a great day, everyone. Trade carefully, trade safely. Today is kind of a day to sit on your hands. I'm definitely going to be letting the group know here towards a daily close. I have some interesting things on my my current 13 EMA systems with baseline pullbacks on whether or not I'm going to enter on those. I have not decided. Me and Alex are going to get together and talk about those. But I think that we're going to see some BTC pairings pop off here. I think Alex pointed out a good one on BNB. We're also going to get together for the group to see what's the best thing to post tonight. But I mean, keep your eye on the alt markets, guys, because I really do think as we go sideways here with the majors that we're going to have some catching up in the alt markets.
Sounds good to me.
That's
Sign me
it.
up.
All right. Much
See you
love,
guys tomorrow.
everyone. Take care. See you, boys.